All right, so let's say that there's an emergency at your house, at your work, and you have called 911 and the first responders are on the way. I want to just show you a quick thing that you can do to have all the information they will be asking already ready for them. And this is something that I did as a paramedic. I would carry these sheets. I just made this up on my computer, and that is how I would ask the questions. That is how I would call into the doctor, and that is how I would fill out my report. So some things they're going to want to know is, what's the chief complaint? What's the patient complaining about? So their chief complaint could be chest pain or shortness of breath or anything like dizziness, something like that. Or I've been stabbed. And then give them a history. What happened? I like to say paint a picture for them. Tell them a story of what happened and fill in anything that you can tell them that they really need to know about what happened to this patient. We want to know a past medical history, like pertinent past medical history. I don't care if they had their appendix out 2 years ago, but I want to know any pertinent medical history that they have. Do they have cardiac stents in? Have they had a stroke in the past? Have they any type of bleeding issues going on? Things like that. We want to know what's going on with them in their medical history. And then you want to know what medications are they on. And if you can fill that out, have the medication and their dose, that is really super helpful. And now we want to know, are they allergic to anything? We especially want to know their medications, because as paramedics, we administer a lot of medications and we don't want to give anything they're allergic to, obviously. And we also want to know, are you allergic to any food or things of that nature? Are you allergic to latex? So any type of allergies we want to know about. And then get some vital signs if you can. Now that could be limited where you are, but you could certainly count how many times a minute they're breathing. You could certainly get a radial pulse right here. So a radial pulse, you feel down your thumb side, and you're going to feel right in that groove there with the pads of your fingers. And there is the radial pulse, always on the thumb side there. And you can count for 30 seconds multiplied by 2, or you can count for 15 seconds multiplied by 4, and that's going to give you a minute's worth of the heart rate. You also want to know, hey, is it regular or irregular? Because that can tell us a lot about the cardiac arrhythmias that they may be having. Probably going to have a hard time getting a blood pressure unless you have a blood pressure cuff there. Now, those automatic blood pressure cuffs, they are not always reliable. I've seen it multiple times out there in the field as a paramedic, where we will put our automatic blood pressure cuff on it and we'll give some weird reading, clearly not what's going on with the patient, and then we have to go and physically take one ourselves, and they differentiate. So if the blood pressure is not matching up with what you're seeing in your patient or the symptoms they're having, you really want to get one that you physically take yourself. And then tell them any treatment that you've done. Is there anything that you did to help them? Maybe they're having an allergic reaction. They took a couple Benadryls, by mouth. We want to know that because we may administer more Benadryl. We want to know any treatment they have done, and has that treatment helped in any way? So any response to that treatment. And then obviously we want their demographics, name, age, date of birth. And then they are going to ask Social Security and insurance. And that was really tough for me as a paramedic. I'm an old school paramedic, so it used to be all about the patient. And then as healthcare started changing, it started becoming all about money. Literally had to ask them to sign paperwork while we were treating them. It was weird. But I guess that's the new age now, right? Where it's a moneymaker. So this was just my little thing that I did. But sample is SAMPLE, and sample is signs and symptoms. So a sign is something you're going to pick up on your exam. A symptom is something they're going to tell you that they're having. A is allergies. Are they allergic to anything? M is, are they on any medications? P is, are they on any past medical history? L is, when was their last oral intake or meal? We want to especially know that if they're diabetic, if they're going to surgery, and doc wants to know what I got to manage in that belly. And also if they're having an allergic reaction, we want to know, hey, what did they just last eat? Could that be what they're having an allergic reaction to? And then E is events. And events are, paint me a picture what happened here. And a lot of things can paint us a picture. As paramedics, when we're walking into the scene, we're already taking things in. We're taking in the scene from outside the house to inside the house. We're looking at the dynamics between the people. Is there something weird going on? There's a strange dynamic going on. We're looking at the scene to say, are there pill bottles here? Is there a sign of a struggle? We're looking at so many different things when we go in, and you can do the same. So take a look around and ask bystanders, ask the patient, ask the family. You can figure out a lot from what's going on and your own recollection if you witnessed it. When you called 911, first responders are on the way. This is just a quick thing you can do, and you can just go ahead and make this up. These are just ones I use for training. I do a pediatric emergency class, and anytime I'm teaching EMS, I make sure that we feel more comfortable. It can be very nerve-wracking giving a report. And it can be nerve-wracking for you. The paramedics get there and like, what happened? Well, if you have this in front of you, you can tell them exactly and stay calm. I know I used to get nervous when I had to call the doc when I was a new paramedic. And oh my God, I'm going to sound like an idiot. But I had all this. So I just said, the chief complaint is, this is what happened. He has a past medical history of, he's on the following medications. He's allergic to, my vital signs are treatment we've done, and the response to that treatment. And that's what's very important. So again, you can just make these up on your own computer or however you want to do it. I hope that just helps if something happens at work, school, home. You can quick gather this information, even if you just did sample, SAMPLE, and give that to the paramedics or EMTs when they get there. It's going to be super helpful, and it's going to speed up their treatment and assessment and getting them to off the scene and to the hospital. All right, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. If you could like or subscribe to the channel, that would really help me out. That helps out in the YouTube algorithm. I'm just learning this stuff. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. This is Paramedic Kendall Rose signing off.